Let's watch dot cards from Holbein HWC. This I have got from Hindustan Limited from Chennai. So let's swatch it out. I'm using a silver brush here for swatching these out. So this is a travel brush, so it is easy to travel and it collapses into a very small tiny brush so that you can take it along anywhere. This is my first set of dot cards that I am actually swatching. So here we have all the details of all the shades. It also explains about all these different shades here, their series, their rating, opacity rating, and staining rating also is available. G denotes that if it's a granulating pigment or not. So all these details are available. Here you will get all the color index. PV means violet, PR means red. So like this we have all of these mentioned here. So, and this explains on how to read one tube and all their details. So for example, I have, let me take up one of their paints that I have. So this is marine blue that I have, and this is what it explains how to get everything. So here it tells the capacity, here it is telling if it is granulating or what it is and everything. Yeah, here it is, here these two. Okay, and here we have the barcode, we have the color index. I think color index is here. Yes, this is the color index. So this explains, and these are the different sets available. Okay, so now coming back to the dot cards. So there are two sheets. This is one sheet, and we have 54 here, and we have the rest of this here. So it's total 108 cards. Swatch cards, not 50, sorry. It's total 108 cards, 108 colors. So let's get to swatching of it. So how I swatch is, just take a little bit of water in your brush, wet this a little bit and drag it along. Since this is a watercolor, it will start to disperse into the water applied, and it will easily, you will get the shade that you're looking for. Since I do most of my works in wet on wet, this kind of technique little bit helps me to understand how much it will stain in the end, because I use this much water in my paintings. So these are all shades of red that is available. I think alizarin crimson, I like it in this first row. So the next is maroon. This is, I think we have started with the red shades. Pyrrole red, this also good. Scarlet Lake, Opera. So this is one of the bright colors that I usually use in my Northern Lights painting. This is, I think, pastel shade that we have. Brilliant pink and shell pink. These both are pastel shades. One of the good things about these dot cards are you need not throw away after the swatches. This has good amount of pigment in it, so you can always use it in your paintings as well. Say for example, I mainly use all the blue shades, so all these other shades are not much used in my paintings. But if I'm painting something that requires a red or specific shade of orange or anything, I can always come back to this dot card and take the pigment directly from here without needing to purchase the entire thing. So that's why you will be paying good amount for these dot cards as well. You will have almost all the shades. You will get to experience these paints without having to spend a bomb on the colors. And then if you like one of the pigments, you can always go back and buy the entire 5 ml or 15 ml tubes. This is my first swatch series that I'm doing. I did have Daniel Smith swatch card, but I have not yet swatched it. It's there with me since 3 years. These colors are pigmented. I'm just applying, water and leaving it as it is. You can see how others everywhere it has dispersed very well, and we can see how much pigment it is actually diffusing. So that is good. Now this shade Juin Brilliant, I think that is something I will use it for my beach places. Leaf green is another one of my favorite shades for Aurora paintings. It really brings out very nice yellow because it mixes with the indigo or the other shades of blue used and brings out a great Aurora color. Oh, bamboo green, that's a new shade I'm hearing. Cobalt green is another one of my favorite colors for both seascape as well as for Aurora. So we are done with the first dot card. Okay, and these are all the shades. I'll just keep it aside very neatly so that it dries off completely, else these are still wet, so it might stain my other places. I'll just keep it here. And let me bring this. I like this color already. Terre Verte. It's a very subtle green that I can use for my Venice paintings. This is also a very good shade for misty pines and everything. And here starts my blues. It's very pigmented, so let me just add some water here. Okay, there is a phthalo blue yellow shade as well. This is marine blue, which I already have. This is a great color. I just mixed some of phthalo green to it, and with different shades I get very different shades for my sea. This is turquoise blue, cobalt turquoise light. Well, it's mentioned granulating, so I will see how much granulating it is. This is a peacock blue. The shade is also nice. Well, horizon blue, I feel this is somewhat like the blue we see in the sky. Is that the reason to have kept horizon? I do not know, but I relate to it. I'm adding a lot of water here for granulating pigments, so let's see how that settles. This is Persian blue. Oh, I like it's very dark and pigmented. The indigo is nice as well. That's a nice violet. I like this shade, Mineral Violet. I may be using it for some of my Misty Pines paintings. Some of the shades are just great on their own, and I like to do monochrome misty paintings with just one shade, so for that it's very helpful for me. So this is mentioned as bright rose but luminous. I would like to see what the difference between bright rose and their opera. Luminous means I think it will be much brighter even after it's completely dry. Mars Violet, I like that shade. It's a very moody misty color. Indian Red is very good. See, we are always confused between raw umber and yellow ochre. So this is a bit bright. This is still at a moody shade. This sepia is good as well. There is one another shade that I use a lot. Lamp black is very black. Neutral tint is something that we can use directly on the paper without making the paintings look dull. And of course, Payne's Grey. This is a nice pastel shade. These two are whites. I will not be swatching that because it is white. They have this gold and silver as well, so let's swatch that. Okay, so we are done with the second sheet swatches as well, and this is how currently it is looking. I'm yet to see how the granulation turns out. I can already see great, let me show you close up. I can already see some great granulation happening here. This is yet to be dried up. Even cobalt violet light, there is a good granulation happening. For some reason I thought this is granulating. Oh, look at this granulation here. So good. You just have to use little water. I used a lot here, I think. That's why it is still taking very much time. So this sheet has some of the granulating pigments than the other sheet, but you can see how pigmented it is for granulation. This is not marked as G, but still I can see some great granulation happening there. You can see how great it is. You can see that, I hope. Yeah. Here as well for the blue. Cobalt also is settling, but I have added a lot of water, so it's taking some time to settle down. Okay, so this is all the swatches, this and this. So this is the total range that I have here. First one has from 1 to 54 shades, and the second one has 55 to 108 shades. And these are really good and great shades. They are very pigmented. With very less water, I was able to just swatch out all these. Granulation also is very good. I'm going to choose some of these colors and take it for myself in my collection for my Aurora paintings or Misty Pines or my seascape paintings. I already have their basic primary colors, which is also again great, and also this marine blue that I showed. Hope this was helpful to you to make your selection from the Holbein range. Let me know if you have any other doubts in the comments. Bye.